Hey everyone, I'm back for another video today. It is another first impressions video of the Chanel Urban Spirit backpack in the size small. Apologies for any lawnmower noise in the background. It's like September, so I thought people may not be mowing their lawns, but someone is, and this is the only time I have to film. So we are going to move forward and push through this. So this is, as you can tell, the Chanel Urban Spirit backpack. I'm going to talk about first impressions because I actually have not used this bag yet, and spoiler for the end of the video, I'm actually not going to be keeping this bag. This is like the worst bag mistake I have ever made, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why. So yeah, stay tuned. So first, let's talk about the bag features. So this is the bag. I really should have gotten a Hold on, one sec. So let's talk about bag features. This is the bag all the way around. So the bag measures, let's see, 10 inches in height. It is around 9.5 inches across. And then the depth is around 4 inches. So it's a decent sized bag. Like, it's definitely a small backpack. You're not going to fit a ton in here, but if you're going out for like just a day trip or something, this would probably be enough for you. The bag has sort of a continuous chain straps. So the straps, there's 2 straps on the back that clip on, that go onto your back like a normal backpack, and then it loops through into the typical like chain/leather combination that Chanel does, so you can kind of extend it or shorten it depending on how you hold the back straps, and they are adjustable, so you can, there are a couple of holes here so you can make it longer or shorter. I generally like my backpacks just a little bit higher. I don't like that super long, like down past your butt look, so I like to make it a little bit shorter, so mine's on the shortest length. And these straps will tend to curl in just because of how you store the bag. It's just going to sit on the straps, so you're going to have a little bit of that curling there. And the back of the backpack does have a little Mona Lisa pocket, which I love because it's kind of like a secret compartment. While you're wearing it, you can shove it in there. Any special things like your phone or something, so you don't have to take your backpack off and put the thing in and then put it back on. You can just slip it in the Mona Lisa pocket, which is super simple. You can also hold the bag like this if you want. You could maybe squeeze it on your shoulder. Actually, no, maybe not, but definitely not with a sweater because it's like a dual one sleeve. That's just not happening today, but yeah, you can hold it like that, or you can hold it, of course, with your hand. Let's see what fits inside. So as I mentioned, this doesn't fit like a ton. It's not like a huge backpack you can stuff everything in. I just have this like bubble wrap stuffed in there that came with it when I got it. Here's the inside of the bag. So you've got a little zip pocket in here, if you can see, and I just have like the authenticity card in there. There's also, flip that up, there's also another, I thought there was, there is, yeah. So there's also another little slip pocket in here, so you can just slide things in, anything small like a card or a bus pass or something, that would definitely fit in there. And of course you've got the turn lock CC, and you've got a drawstring, another drawstring as well, so you can make this like smaller for more security. So let's see what fits. So I've got my phone, iPhone XS. This is like the regular size, not the max size. That definitely fits, although, so it fits in the slip pocket if I put it vertically, but I actually prefer to slip this in the Mona Lisa pocket, so I'm gonna, okay, so usually I put it in the Mona Lisa pocket, but I'm gonna put it in the main compartment of the bag just for like video purposes. I have my pochette clay, LV pochette clay, that fits in. I've got my Chanel O case wallet, of course that fits into. My stuff is pretty compact anyway. I've got my sunglasses, which are also compact because they fold up. They're the Ray-Ban foldable Wayfarers. You may have seen them in other videos I've done. They fold up like this. I love them. They are fashionable and honestly, like, sorry, so they're stylish and they fold up like this, and honestly I have never ever wanted any other sunglasses once I had these. Like, they've life game changing. So all that fits in there extremely comfortably. You can see I still have tons of room, and you can fit a water bottle. So this is the Swell Traveler in the, I don't know what size, 470 ml size, 16 ounces, so that slides in. Just flip things up so they have more room, and that also fits comfortably. And then I can do up the drawstring a little bit, although I don't like to do this because it feels very delicate with the leather. I like to slip the drawstring over this little turn lock piece so it doesn't hang out weirdly, and then like that, and it hooks up nicely, and yeah. And I still have tons of room to fit other things if I wanted. I'm just a little bit nervous about stretching out the leather because the straps are leather and the bag itself is leather, so if you make it too heavy then it might like stretch out things too much, and I'm not crazy about that. Yeah, so though you can wear it, like take it for a day trip and stuff, you do have to be a little bit careful with it just because of the leather, and yeah. You wanna go outside, Coco? Okay, come on. Go on. So why I bought this bag? I bought this bag because I saw it in a vlogger picture. Well, okay, so I wanted a backpack. I was getting tired of the Palm Springs Mini. You guys know by now that I have sold my Palm Springs Mini. So my promise to myself was that if I sold my Palm Springs Mini, then I could put the money towards that to buy this bag, the Chanel Urban Spirit, because I figured like Chanel holds its value a little bit more. This bag holds a little bit more, so I can use it more as a day tripping bag, that sort of thing. And so I was like, okay, I'm selling my Palm Springs Mini. I definitely like don't want it anymore. I want to just like use that money towards this purchase instead. So that's what I did. So I purchased this bag from Fashionphile. It was actually my first ever Fashionphile purchase. It can be a little tough to buy things from Fashionphile in Canada because duties and shipping and all that is just a bit of a nightmare, and getting this was a bit of a nightmare. Duties were insane, and it was not a fun experience to have to pay that much for this bag. So this bag is definitely expensive. But I'll talk about that in a second. Back to why I bought it. I saw this bag in a picture, and like that was what sort of sold me to get it. If I find out how to insert pictures and videos, I will insert it here. So I really loved like the image of that, and like I think at the beginning of the summer, or sorry, in like winter, in like January, February, friends and I were planning to go to Montreal, and I thought this would be the perfect day tripping bag. Like, backpacks are still in, like I can use this instead of my Palm Springs Mini. It fits more, it's Chanel, so it's like, and it doesn't have as much of a logo on it. I know the Chanel obvious, oh my god, Chanel logo is still really obvious here, but it just wasn't as like loud as an LV one. I don't know, for some reason I got sold on this way more than the Palm Springs, and I was like, that's it, I'm gonna wear this. Like, I'm so excited to wear this for a Montreal trip, whatever. Whenever we go traveling, I can bring this. But this bag did not work for me for the same reasons that originally the Celine Trio did. Are you surprised to see it back here, by the way? So the Celine Trio originally didn't work for me because it was too fancy for casual use. The Trio I've gotten over. I actually love the Trio a lot more than I used to. Like, it's like now my favorite bag. I reach for it all the time. I alternating between that and my Chanel reissue, which I will also do a video on later. But this is just like, it's too fancy for casual use. I don't know what I was thinking. Number one, I don't really like backpacks to begin with. Number two, if I'm going to wear a backpack, it's going to be something that has to be like long wearing and durable. Like, I want to be able to sling it around. I'm not going to be able to look at it while it's on my back, so if someone like does something to it, I'm not going to know until like after and I take it off. So I feel a lot more comfortable holding a bag that's like a crossbody or like a tote or something that's closer to me rather than a backpack, because who knows what's going to happen to it while it's behind you, and it's like, I don't know, easy for people to get in or whatever. Because this bag is, I believe it's lambskin. Lambskin, like, who has a lambskin backpack? What was I thinking? Who has a lambskin backpack? I think this bag would get so damaged so quickly if I use it the way that I traditionally use a backpack, and I don't want to have to baby a backpack. You don't baby backpacks. I don't know. Like, I have my MCM backpack, which is out of shot and you can't see. Okay, hang on. My MCM backpack, I've taken on multiple vacations with me. I've shoved it under plane seats. I've shoved it on bus seats. I've thrown it on my back. I've thrown it in other luggage. I've thrown it like in long chunk bags and like squished it completely. This bag still looks like brand new. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell that I've had this for, what, 4 or 5 years now, and I've used it on basically every trip I've been on. It looks brand new. If I do that to this ain't gonna last long. So the leather will stretch out, because if you put heavy things in it, then it's gonna like stretch. It's not as big as like the MCM bag, for example, so it's not even gonna hold that much. And it's lambskin, and it's got, I don't know, the huge logo on it. Traveling with things like this when it's this obvious just kind of makes me nervous, so I don't even know why I was like, oh, I can travel with this bag. Basically, this bag was just a huge mistake all around, and I'm really disappointed in myself with it, disappointed in myself for buying it and giving into the hype, because I loved the silhouette. I thought it was really cool, and I still honestly do like it, but I don't see myself wearing it. If I'm, like I said, if I'm going to wear a backpack, I want something that's going to be more hard wearing, and this is not going to be hard wearing. I can tell, like, from the outset. It's a beautiful bag. And I definitely fell into the blogger picture, and I pictured myself in the blogger picture, but this is just, it's not me, and I hope this goes to a new home where it will be loved and appreciated. Unfortunately, it's not mine, and I really hope that I can recoup most, if not all, of my money on this. Hopefully Chanel will keep its value well, because I have never used this. I have never used this. I've owned this for, what, since April now? April, May, June, July, August, September, 5 months, and I have not used this once. It has just sat on my shelf here and looked pretty. I don't have enough money to do that with a bag. I mean, come on. What was I thinking? So yeah, I'm sad to be saying goodbye to this bag, but I know it will go to fund other things that I will find use from, so there's no point in hanging on to this. I'm just sad I never even got to use it once. That's ridiculous. I think another reason that this bag just didn't work for me is because of the red color. I like red. Like, generally I stick to, can you tell, black, but, or neutral colors, like my, this is an exception because this blue is like my absolute favorite color. I don't know if you can see them in shot here. My, like gray Chloe Drew, or I have a beige Chanel Gabrielle that's stuck in here and I can't reach right now. But usually I stick to neutral colors, so this red was really like a departure for me, and I was just, I don't know, I guess it didn't work out. I usually stick to classic styles and things that I have been watching for a while, so I really should have stuck to that originally instead of trying to go for something trendy. So that's everything I had to say. Thanks everyone, and see you next time.